Hey there, Peter Vekselman. So the first thing I want to talk to you about today is something that whether you're brand new in this business or you've been doing it forever and ever, I know you've come across these situations. And that is, when do you cut a cord with someone? When do you basically stop working with someone? When do you stop doing deals with someone? When do you stop using someone who's maybe providing you a service? So what I want to do is I want to illustrate this with a deal we just closed on. So if you just kind of pan over here, this is a property I bought about a month or so ago for $32,000, and we just sold it a day or so ago for $44,000. So that's a nice little flip, but here's how this HUD relates to cutting the cord and kind of cutting the bridge. This was sold by a sales person that actually used to be almost in-house for me. He almost ran my whole operation. He was absolutely integral part of my sales operation as it relates to getting rid of our inventory. Well, about a month and a half or 2 months ago, he and I decided that necessarily we weren't seeing eye to eye, and he basically said he wanted to go and do his own things. Great. And you know, at the moment we left, there's no question we did not leave on best terms. But both he and I were smart enough to know that there's value in our relationship. So after we cooled off for, you know, it literally was just probably no more than a day or so, we figured out that we still need to figure out a way to work with each other. And we did. He was smart enough to do that, and I was smart enough to do that. So instead of cutting the cord, instead of cutting the bridge, instead of cutting totally the line to him, we just kind of redid things. And guess what? As a result of not panicking, as a result of not shutting him out of my life, which I could have done very easily, these things are happening. And the interesting thing is, they're happening almost on a weekly basis. Once or twice a week, I'm still paying him a commission. So my point is this: in this business, sometimes you have to rise above and beyond. In the end, we all work with the same people. You know, we all work with realtors, we all work with closing attorneys, we all work with title companies, we all work with investors, we all work with, let's say, bird dogs, we all work with the same marketing people. It's a tight-knit community. Now, have I literally cut the bridges with some of these and cut the cords? Yeah. If somebody does something they're not supposed to do, if somebody really messes with us, there's no question, I'll push them out of the life. Out of our lives. But in the end, these small, tight-knit communities, if you start cutting too many cords, in the end, everybody will know you're the person that's constantly cutting people off for whatever the situation is. So my point is this: try to keep your lines of communication open with people for as long as possible. Bend over backwards from your end not to cut that cord permanently. Because in the end, relationships in this business are worth money in any aspect. Whether it's a contractor maybe that you didn't see eye to eye with on a particular project, look at the big picture. How many projects has he done for you in the past that everything worked out perfectly? Look at the future. How many future possibilities is there for you to make money with him? Let's say an agent. You know, I've seen this happen so many times. Agents bring deals to buyers, and all of a sudden, somewhere along the line, a deal goes sideways. Hey, it happens at any level. And what does the investor do? They cut the cord with that agent, totally forgetting the big picture of all the money they've made with that agent or all the possible future deals that could be done with them. I've seen it happen with closing attorneys. You know, somebody closes for an investor for an ongoing period of time, things are going well, then all of a sudden a particular deal falls apart at the closing table, and next thing I know, I talk to that investor, they're like, oh yeah, I got him out of my life. Well, did you forget the 20 or 40 other deals you closed with that agent before where they did bend over backwards for you? Or the next 20 or 30 deals, are you going to need someone to bend over backwards for you? So I think I'm making my point very clear. Be smart in this business. In the end, everybody knows everybody. The more positive interaction you have with people, even if it's not necessarily at your level, at your terms and how you want it to be, the more money you're going to make in the end. So be smart. Only rarely, unless it's an extreme circumstance in this business, do you want to cut cords with individuals. Because in the end, relationships in this business, they're very profitable. They make us all money. Hey, you guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and I have a one-on-one coaching program where I coach people just like you to help become very, very successful real estate investors. So if you're a buyer or you know other buyers literally all over the world that are looking for deals in the Georgia market, specifically concentrated towards Atlanta, you need to be on our buyers list. By now, you'll see my email scrolling across the screen. Send me an email. Just say, add me to the buyers list. And on a daily basis, you're going to get some terrific, both ROI and equity-driven deals emailed right directly to you. The other thing, if you're looking to become a successful investor, whether you're brand new, just getting started, or whether you're doing it already and you're looking to be a bigger, more sophisticated, more savvy investor, I know I could help you do that. Again, you could either send me an email to learn more about my one-on-one coaching program, or better yet, right below this video, there's a link, coachingbypeter.com. You can go straight there and learn more about how I could help you become very successful in this industry.